has there been any research done on women in perimenopause, specifically with ADHD and PMDD, and a lot of people wondering, hey, what are my options? Can I get ahead of this? Can I change my treatment plan for my ADHD in order to stave off some of this, terribleness ahead?
So, I mean, a lot of it is inferences. We know that we've studied them. There's been studies that are done individually. So there's studies on perimenopause. We know now that hormonal replacement therapy is something that we can, add. It's not as unsafe as we once thought. Obviously, you really want to think about someone's family history of ovarian cancer, breast cancer, things like that. But that can really help with regulating some of the hormonal and physical symptoms. But also with ADHD, really getting ahead of it by educating yourself and your clinician, your physician, about that your ADHD meds may not work as well, especially as you're fluctuating. Also, something to really be mindful of is, just like estrogen is helpful, progesterone is not helpful when it comes to dopamine and serotonin. Testosterone, unfortunately, is not so helpful. It decreases kind of similar to progesterone in the way where it actually decreases your sensitivity to estrogen and decreases your sensitivity to dopamine. So your ADHD symptoms are going to be much worse because as you're going through perimenopause, as your estrogen is lowering, it's all relative type of comparison. Your testosterone is getting higher because estrogen's lowering, so you actually will have less sensitivity to the medication like Adderall, Vyvanse, Ritalin that was always working for you. And I think also just making sure that you are really just compassionate to yourself, to your loved ones. I know that this is a real thing. I think I was talking with a patient of mine who does a lot of work on research on really how we really want to start implementing the perimenopausal type of accommodations, and really, thinking about not just postpartum, but perimenopause is completely ignored. This is a time when women really are affected. And, not saying that we need to have formal ADA accommodations, but really being mindful of the fact that, they may start to really have a foggy brain and not feel themselves. And so really setting themselves up for success is really education and also being mindful of their limitations, at least during that period.